Welcome back, my friends and newcomers. I just, I have to laugh because, honestly, unlike a lot of people, I like trolls. Um, I need humor for the day, and it shows me, actually, it helps affirm the reasons why I prefer dogs over humans. It's just simple. All right. So, this is basically what has happened. I put out a recent video of Prince running next to me, as I'm driving my car. Now, I've been doing this for many, many years. I've lived here, right in this place here, for about 20 years, thereabout. And, Prince is a big dog. Shay is a medium sized dog. Pup Pup is a big dog. So is Odie, and I have one other dog that is pretty big. And what do I mean by big? Well, 60 pounds or higher. All right. I'm 5 feet tall. And next month in May, I'm going to be 70 years old. Okay. I have a lot of back issues. And if you've ever seen me walking in any of my videos, you could affirm, I'm not lying. I have foot issues that makes it very difficult for me to walk. I have fused toes and a shitload of other things, okay? And this all adds up to me not being able to walk more than 3/4 of a block, all right, without a lot of difficulties. And so I've had to train my dogs to have, well, at least the ones I use with the car, they have to have impeccable leash skills. All right, if you actually bother to look at the video with Prince running next to me, um, you'll see his leash is very short. There's no way he's going to get hurt. No way he can get trapped underneath my car. He determines how fast. I mean, understand, folks. He is the one pulling on the lead. I am not pulling him. Okay. Actually, I didn't. I made it for like 14 miles an hour, and then he began to slow down, so I slowed way back down to 10 miles an hour. And in case you didn't already know this, the average dog of medium to large size, they trot and move at 4 to 5 miles an hour. Okay, I mean, it wasn't a big deal, and we were just averaging 5 to 8 miles an hour. Okay, so it was just, he was kind of at a trot. If you actually watch the video, you'll see most of the time he's just trotting. He slows down, speeds up, slows down, speeds up. There is my the lead. I'm holding on to it. I had undone it a little bit on my hand because we were moving, and I didn't want to put too much pressure on the lead. Okay, because I don't want him to panic. I don't want this to not be fun for him. I don't want this to be something he doesn't look forward to doing. If you bother to look at the damn video, you'll see that he's right next to my door. I keep a very close eye on him, and I'm fully aware of what he's doing on that leash. Okay, I've been doing this for years and years. So, there's somebody, of course, had to write in and tell me that what I was doing was abusive, and they felt sorry for my dogs. Well, the person who did that knows who I'm talking about. Okay, and here it is. Where I live, we get a lot of animal control complaints and such. So I see animal control frequently. I see the Humane Society quite often in this neighborhood, and the police actually live here. I see them practically on a daily basis. Okay? As a matter of fact, in the video, a police officer had just drove by. I think he was like the first or second person that drove by in my video. And guess what? Nothing. Very often, there is one officer that lives here in this neighborhood, and there is even an animal control officer that did stop me and ask me, how did I train my dogs to do that? And they both had asked me, can you do this for me? Can you train my dogs to do this? Because it's a great idea. And you know what I said? No. Too much can go wrong, and there's simply too much that can go wrong if you're not right on the ball. Okay, I've been doing this with my dogs for years. My neighbors stop, they wave, and they'll say, it's good to see you back running your dogs again. I wish somebody would help me with my dogs, because their dogs are tied up all day long, barking up a storm. They're out running free on the streets, you know, um, and the dogs are barking because they're frustrated. Okay, people have these dogs sometimes only on 3 to 4 foot leashes. Really? So, guys, that's all I want to say today. So, honestly, I love trolls, and I will respond to y'all here in videos. But I just wanted to say, hey, to the person who um, decided to say something nasty, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. You have a right to your opinion. But do keep in mind, you know, the difference is this. A lot of people have eyes, but they don't see anything. People have functioning ears, but they only hear what they want to hear. And I meant functioning eyes, by the way. They're still blinded to what is really happening in front of them. And there are people who are supposed to have a 3 to 4 pound brain, and strangely, they react with emotions and they don't really think. All right, they don't. I've explained everything in the video. There are captions in the video, and I've put out all the cautions in that video. Don't do that. Don't try to duplicate what I'm doing. Okay, I've been doing this for years and years and years. It's because I've been training dogs for 56 years. And I know what the fuck I'm doing. All right, guys, honestly, I do. I do. So I just find it amusing when people do this kind of stuff. They think they know something that I don't know, which is fine. But really, honestly, in case you don't already know this, but a dog, Prince, Odie's, size. Those are just two of my bigger dogs. Um, and now Pup, they can easily travel 30 to 35 miles a day if they were allowed out roaming. Honestly, and they run, they walk, they run, they walk. So doing this for 1 whole mile 3 times a day is, trust me, is not going to hurt my dogs. And if you bother to notice, there wasn't hardly any traffic. And this is for the troll, by the way. And if you also bother to notice, every time traffic came up, I always pull over because I don't want my dogs to think they're being chased, therefore scaring them. I don't want them to think that there's a big bad scary coming forward to attack them. Okay? Therefore, again, scaring them. And I don't want them to think that it's okay to chase cars. I don't have a problem with my dogs chasing cars. They just don't do it. Okay, they've been taught to do otherwise. But they know when I look at them and say, doggies ready, car run. They are out the door and wait. They're out this door. Oh, by the way, I have a new door in case you didn't notice. And by the way, I'll show you one other thing. See that? Ta-da! I just got it today, folks. So you don't get to look at my beat up door anymore. Anyway, I just got it today. It was just installed today. So now I have a new door. But let me get back to what I was saying. Yes, he is wearing a harness, but it's not for the reasons that you might think. I'll talk about that later in another video. But, okay, guys, really. If whenever I'll have to say to the dogs is car run, and out they go. They go out my door. They're in the front room sitting there. I open my front room door so they can go outside, and they're out there waiting by the car because they really want to do this. Okay, so folks, thanks so much for watching. And I really don't mind the trolls because it just lets me think about. It helps me understand more and more and affirm more and more why my favorite people are dogs. Thanks, guys, for watching. And this is the Master Matriarch. And once again, saying, if you don't train them to do the right thing, I promise you, you are reinforcing, whether it's by touch, by giving them attention, by smiling, by looking at them, whatever it might be that you're doing. You are reinforcing the very things that you do not want your dog to do. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time.